How can Flipped Classroom help you to foster creativity and innovation in the classroom? Now, you know what a flipped classroom looks like, but how can Flipped Classroom help you foster creativity and innovation in the classroom? Before we answer this question, we need to understand the two major obstacles that prevent teachers from fostering creativity and innovation in the classroom. The first one is time constraint. In traditional classrooms, teachers merely focused on completing the assigned curriculum content for the year. They train students to master the content and pass the test. The second obstacle is not knowing how. Most teachers do not know how to embed creativity and innovation into their teaching process. Now in this video, we will discuss how to overcome these two major obstacles in order to foster creativity and innovation in the classroom. First, time constraint. Flipped Classroom solves this obstacle. Once you flip your classroom, you no longer need to spend time to deliver a lecture in the classroom. Instead, you will be able to spend your time to facilitate discussions and coach students to exercise their creativity and innovation skills. To successfully flip your classroom, you need to take the following steps. A. Create a video explaining the new lesson. B. Share the video with your students by posting it to an online platform so that students will watch the lesson at home using their mobile devices. Students can rewind and rewatch the video until they master the concept. C. By the end of the video presentation, ask a compelling why or how question and urge students to think about this before they come to the classroom discussion. Create an environment where students do not fear trying new things and expressing their ideas. Spend your time in coaching and helping students to apply the knowledge in the classroom. Provide real-world experience. For example, you can split the class into groups and ask them to design their own bridges using the geometry concept they have learned. Challenge students' critical thinking and help them to engage their imagination process. Second, not knowing how. As I mentioned earlier, many teachers do not know how to successfully embed creativity and innovation into their teaching process. To overcome this obstacle, you need to take the following steps. Think critically about the content of the lesson you are teaching and post compelling why and how questions. Allow students to struggle and answer these compelling questions. Challenge students to apply the knowledge into real-life experiences. Facilitate discussions, but do not answer the questions. Coach students to engage their imagination process, think critically, and invent solutions. Share their ideas without any hesitation whatsoever. Use technology trends to take your classroom into a virtual field trips around the world. Then ask them compelling why and how questions about the virtual trip. Virtual field trips allow you to show students things around the world they wouldn't normally get to see and experience. This will build their knowledge base, so when they experience problems that require diverse background knowledge, they will have something to draw from. While doing these virtual field trips and real-world experiences, encourage students to ask questions. When a student posts a question, give the class the opportunity to answer the question. As a teacher, you do not always have to answer the questions. Challenge their critical thinking. You can also use technologies such as WebQuest to foster creativity and innovation in the classroom. Through WebQuest, you can provide students the opportunity to learn more about the assigned topic and discuss what they have learned in their own terms. To further understand what a WebQuest is, please look at the sample below this video. With successful flipped classroom model, you will be able to incorporate these ideas into your teaching process in order to foster students' creativity and innovation in the classroom. If your students do not have access to devices or internet at home, There is another way to utilize the flipped classroom model. It is called blended learning. To understand what blended learning is, please take a look at the video below.